Hi everybody, it's Vicki here from On the Mystical Path with our monthly pick a pile for February of 2025. So I've gone ahead and set it up. There are 3 cards in each pile to help you choose. We have Green Adventurine for pile number 1, Sodalite for pile number 2, and Tiger's Eye for pile number 3. Feel free to pause the video while you make your choice. Pick the pile that feels like it will resonate the messages for you. Okay, well, let's get started. We're going to start with the Green Adventurine, pile number 1, and let's see what messages are awaiting you for the month of February. So the first card that we got is Rhinoceros. And it says on here, be strong and courageous. And if you feel like you need a little extra assistance, feel free to call in Archangel Sandalphon and Roquiel, as they are very good in supporting you on that part of your journey. This is really about you getting focused right now, staying strong in your convictions of those dreams, those actions that you have put into motion. Don't let other people's fears prevent you from moving forward on this journey. This is your journey, and you can trust yourself. Use the fear that you have from within as a springboard to move you forward. I can see that we are moving in from an uncertain time and moving into a more enlightened motion. So really just keep plugging away. This is what this card is letting you know. This is not the time to slow down or take a sidestep off this path. Keep going. The messages and the wisdom that you have within are all leading you in the right direction. The second card that we have for you for pile number 1 is All the Shoes Fall from the Sky. So this is an interesting card because this speaks very much about hesitation in the worry about when is the other shoe going to drop? When is stuff all going to hit the fan? When is it going to fail? Where is the blocks that are coming? And this is about relaxing and allowing. This is about not focusing so much on what could go wrong, but focusing on what can go right. What are you doing and what are you putting into place? Make sure your support systems are there for you to keep you on your path. Remove yourself from drama so that you're not always sitting on edge waiting for those shoes to drop. Keep yourself again focused. Keep your eye on the prize and allow yourself to just move and allow. Let it flow. You're already on the right journey. You just need to keep pursuing. So the last card for pile number 1 is Blessings. And it says to open your eyes to receive the abundant blessings that life has in store for you. There is so much goodness waiting for you. Always expect the best and you shall receive it. So again, this is really confirming about staying steadfast in your pursuit of your dreams. Acknowledge the little wins that you have every day, whether it's just a matter of that you maybe got something on your calendar that you've been postponing or procrastinating on. Maybe you made a connection with somebody today, or you found a new course that will support you on this journey of where you're headed. So celebrate those because they are wins. They are helping you to move forward in your path to get you to where you want to be. So remember, take that time to celebrate. Stop looking for things to fall apart, for that shoe to drop, and keep your fears at bay. All right, so that is the message for pile number 1. And now we'll move in to pile number 2, the Sodalite. Okay, so the first card that comes up is the Elephant. And it says to open yourself to true abundance. And in assistance with this, feel free to call in Archangels Mary and Raphael, as they are the ones who will really be good at keeping your feeling like you have that support right there at your back. This card is really about embracing joy, about remembering those childhood senses of wonder within you, finding ways to bring a little bit of that back into your life. You know, maybe it is going to the park and going for a swing. Maybe it's playing with your cats or your kids. Maybe it's finger painting. Find little ways every day or every week, if that's all you can manage, to bring a little bit of that childhood wonder back into your life. This is where you're going to start to feel your vibrations start to rise. It's going to start to feel like you have more abundance in your life, because you're going to attract a different type of person who interacts with you. You'll see that more people will start to smile. And just please find some joy in your day. Remember the things that you loved to do when you were little, and see if you can't incorporate that into your day-to-day life. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be a small thing. As simple as having your favorite hot cocoa maybe, or a special treat, a cookie, or maybe it's going and playing with the cats, or going outside and rolling in the snow. Find those little moments of joy. Okay, so the second card that came up for you in pile number 2 is When the Weaver Built the Sun. And this is all about the fact that you are on your right path, that this is really about how you have started this journey, and that all these people are starting to come into your life. You've got all the tools, you've got all the pieces, and it's just a matter of taking the time to start to piece it together. You may not know how it's all going to fit together quite yet, just like a big puzzle with lots of pieces. You know what the picture is going to look like. You just don't know how all the pieces are going to start to fit together. This is where you're at right now in your journey. But have fun with this part, because this is where opportunities really start to come into play. You really start to make connections with those who resonate with what or where you are headed. So pay attention to those little signs and synchronicities, as the universe is talking to you all the time. Remember, you have the tools, you have the knowledge and the wisdom, and it's just a matter of slowing down a little bit and starting to place those pieces in their proper spots. And the last card for pile number 2 is Journey. And this card says, there's no need to rush to your destination. Instead, see life as the wondrous adventure that it is, and enjoy each moment of this glorious journey. So again, this is just reminding you that you are on the right path, and to just take in all the scenery as you go along. The interesting interactions that you start to have, the new ideas that may collaborate with what you're already in the motion of making, and maybe something new will evolve from this. Just be open and enjoy it. Don't feel like you have to rush to the end line. Let it all unfold the way it's supposed to. Take your time. Again, just as the card says, you don't need to rush. You're going to get to that destination. Just have faith and believe. Okay. So, pile number 3. That was the Tiger's Eye. Let's see what messages we have for you. So the first card that came up for you, pile number 3, is the Camel. Be forbearing and patient. feel free to call in Archangel Jophiel to help you with this. This is about, as well, slowing down. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with the progress and the process of where you're headed. You've got these great ideas, but you're trying to force things right now. This is about taking a bit of a step back so that you could see the bigger picture and then start to move forward. Make a plan, but keep it loose. Don't be so strict and so structured that you don't have room to move or breathe, and that it takes the fun and joy out of what you are trying to accomplish. So really just be patient with yourself and the process. Allow things to happen. The next card that you got says, when a witch must drink their brew. And I love the motion of this. And this is about you believing in yourself and especially your authentic self. You are really good at telling others how brilliant they are, how smart they are, how talented they are. And now it's time to recognize that in yourself. This is about celebrating all the amazing things that you have, your qualities, the parts when people say to you, oh, that was brilliant, to thank them for those compliments and receive it well. Really listen to what the person is saying. They're not telling you this because they think you want to hear this. They're telling this to you because it's true. So don't feel like it's an ego-based thing. You can be humble in receiving these messages from others and just allow yourself to say, yeah, actually, I am really good at this. Okay? Take the time. It's your turn. Allow yourself to hear those messages. Be authentic to who you are. And the last card for pile number 3 is Tranquility. And it says, I fall to the ground without making a sound, yet the entire landscape is transformed and made beautiful by my presence. You might be surprised at what happens when you allow the spirit of stillness to touch your inner world in the same way. So this is allowing yourself to get quiet, to listen. I feel this is really a great partner with the second card that you guys had, of really resonating with those messages that you're receiving about that you are special, that you have a gift, that you are talented and worthy, and that others want to hear and see what you have to offer. So this is really about getting back into within yourself, listening to those little nudges, sharing your words of wisdom, sharing your talents, those gifts with others around you. Feel how that feels. It may feel uncomfortable at first if you're new to this, but just allow it to happen. Feel it. And know that it is okay, that you're not being a big part, you're not boosting your ego to the point where you're going to get big in the head, as some would say. This is about knowing that you are worthy and that you are just as special as everybody else. What you have, the gifts that you have, the knowledge, the wisdom, the brilliance, the world needs more of that right now. So embrace it and love it and share it. I hope these messages resonate for everyone. I'd love to hear how they work for you. If you would like a more in-depth personal reading, please feel free to reach out on my website at onthemysticalpath.com to book your own private session. I look forward to seeing you all next month. Have a great February, everyone.